affirmative opening. The standard of human rights forever and later should always be a universal faith and the perspective that it is true that every community and every individual has their own body autonomy, right, and personal sovereignty to the deeds what is been for them. But we believe that a good government is a government that never allow freedom of speech and expression that is without limits because a good government should always ensure that this freedom should be limited to granted that this individual will never conduct any activity that will inflict an heavy violation of human rights towards himself. B. Clauses. Extrasely, there are several clauses that happen in this education today. Whether or not retributive and rehabilitative offers is just failed to endorse a positive now, but to replace the profuse negative fields. Whether or not the government should upload and harness correctional education by interfering when the society harms themselves or should be governments for a hurtful irration education by deciding to just stay being and grant to society quest to harm this basic right. Which model of proposal that will be in line and proportional and proportional to the principle of the community country, whether a standard of human rights or profession that should be universal by ensuring an organization and equality treatment of profession to all levels of society. Or should be standard of human rights personality be relative to each individual by providing different treatment of health accommodation to each different society or individual. No, let's move on to my first class. One point, whatever not retributive and rehabilitative approach, I just fails to endorse a positive novel to reach to profuse negative fields. From the easily of human civilization, in if the anxiety in our region would like to regulate and now law to ensure the welfare of the society and to other, there is not more violation toward the human right of the society. Then this authority should always take a machinist of rebustative sentence of expense the important impression of this law to be obeyed for the sake of the society themselves in which they have where the guarantee of the importance of the now law to protect the human right, then they have where also the retributive sentence that will be extended to this now law to average the participation of this now law complete among the society in which even if the Council is still not aware about the importance of the new law, but they will still obey this new law because of their part over the heavy sentence that is now allowed possession. Eventually, a very strong deterrent effort is implanted deep in the society mind to stay away from committing any violation toward this new law. And now law with a very strong difference effector its derivative mention is process is only going to be enforced by the authority when the authority see that the implementation of certain activity in the society bring more harm than good for the prodding of the basic right of the society. Thus, the authority feels that a need to regulate and regulation to ensure that this portion of human right toward the society will not going to happen again to future. Meanwhile, the oppositional side of the house believe that it's not necessary because as long as the society never fail, if the action to the coming feel the right, that this action shall never be considered as a form of violation toward rights, and thus the honesty house knowledge distinction to infer by forcing the society to leave this action by commenting on the society. Because the only moment where an nation has the right to recommend to society should